So the Last Dance is on, ESPN right now. So last night you had episodes 3 and 4, 10 total episodes. So the first 2 weeks, um, you know, they kind of giving you some backstory on, of course, Michael Jordan. How he got there, what the Bulls were before he got there. Then Scottie Pippen, you know, um, kind of his background, a little bit on his background, where he came from, um, how he kind of ascended to become the player he became. And then last night in episode 3 and then 4, 3 focused on Dennis Rodman, him being troubled teen, whatever, just kind of lucked into playing college basketball and excelled at it and got opportunity to play, at the professional level with the Pistons and, he won part of the Bad Boys teams and he won 2 championships, but they were, the nemesis of the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan and that group. And then Phil Jackson, you kind of saw how, he came from Montana and he was a, athlete, played ball, played college, played with the Knicks, won a couple championships with the Knicks, became a coach, and kind of worked his way up from, I think it was a league in Puerto Rico or something, and then CBA, and then onto the NBA, and the rest is history. So, of course, MJ is the biggest star of the group, so a lot of the focus is going to go towards MJ, right? But what I find interesting, now, and even before even before this thing came out, is just how people try to diminish MJ's star, because as the years go on, different players come along, their stars, so we always want to compare, this guy to that guy, whatever. But what's interesting is, even prior to Mike, becoming a world champion, he was recognized as the best player in the game by guys that were in the conversation at that time. So we're talking about the 80s. We're talking 84, 85 when he came into the league through 90, prior to him winning the championship. And everybody that won the championship in that time frame, the stars, Magic, Bird, Isaiah Thomas, all them guys said without question, MJ was the guy, you know. So it's just funny to me now that people who claim to know the game, and I'm talking about just fans now, people who are supposedly fanatic fans of the game, now it's, well, he didn't win without Scotty, and he had to have help, and um, you know, this all this stuff is really trying to chip away at, is Michael the GOAT, is Michael this, is Michael that. You're not gonna go back. and rewrite what happened. What happened is what happened. Michael Jordan, in my opinion, greatest player I've ever seen play. You know, and I always preface that by saying I started watching the NBA in the early part of the '80s, so I got to see Kareem kind of. He probably was still prime early in the '80s, but he wasn't the Kareem that came into the league dominating with Milwaukee and in his early years with the Lakers. You know, but I don't take nothing away from Kareem. I mean, it's definitely an argument to be made if you just want to go pound for pound. But I just go by what my eyes saw. Just his impact on the game. You know, the way that um, you know you really you gotta credit what MJ did for how the game is even played today. You know, because prior to MJ, the game was always played inside out. You know, everybody, you throw it into the big man, or it was always, half court, moving the ball and whatever. And Michael Jordan was really the first person from a two guard position that impacted the game the way he did, you know. And it just funny to me, you know, that people either don't understand that or they just real short sighted, you know, and view it kind of like from a place of ignorance, and that's just the way I see it. You know, they view it from a place of ignorance. So, you know, I'm a MJ guy, but the crazy debate, you know, MJ, LeBron, and I'm a LeBron fan. So I think LeBron is a hell of a player, a hell of a player. I mean, he's definitely the most skilled player that I have seen, you know, all around. This guy can rebound. He can score the ball. He's not a scorer in the sense of MJ, but he can score the ball. Um, he can rebound it. One of the better passers in the game that the game's ever seen. So he's gonna go down once he's finished. And shit, I don't know how long. I mean, LeBron look like he can go another 5 years the way he playing because he take good care of himself, take good care of his body. But I'm one of the main people, man, that'll tell you because I watched the game. I mean, I was a coach. I wasn't no professional coach, nothing like that. No high level coach, but I coach. I understand the game, and I know that you can't win this game, especially at a high level, if you don't have other guys that's gonna roll with you. You know what I'm saying? And so, LeBron, it gets criticized a lot for making the right play, and then his teammates don't make the shots that need to make or do the things they need to do. You know what I'm saying? And so, you can't beat a man up for playing the game the right way. It's a team game at the end of the day, and his teammates have got to step up and do the things that they need to do. You know, but that's neither here or there. It's what it is. And that's a rap that people that don't like LeBron won't see it that way. They'll say dumb shit like he's supposed to take all the shots or he's supposed to take over games. Whatever. Do take over games. I've seen it. I see it. A lot of times he's losing and the better team is winning, or the team that's playing better at that time is winning. And that's just the name of the game. It's basketball, man. You know, well, I just laugh. I laugh a lot because I see people that talk about the game, they claim they know the game, but they just get away from the fact that basketball is a team sport.